with like trolls and haters, I, to be honest with you, I still don't know how I deal with it. I think sometimes that isn't something that you could deal with it until something actually happens. I know it sounds horrible to say, but I find any reporters or anybody who's in the media or even celebrities in any kind of media platform, you kind of just make sure your heart is a little tough. And you don't think about these negatives, you just go for it. Because what the message that you want to send out, hopefully not everybody, but the message that most of the people who wants to send out are to bring knowledge, information, truth, and sometimes just some happiness to people. And for me, my way of dealing is inner peace. If I feel like I'm doing the right thing, I'm just going to do it. Then I don't feel guilty. I don't feel any regrets. But if it's too much for me, I usually just take time off. So like right now with trolls, I think for me, mainly what's more hurtful, that to me is okay. For me, it's more hurtful is when somebody body shames me. I get body shamed a lot here by women in Taiwan, and you'd be surprised. It's not even viewers that I don't know. It's people who watch my shows that are people I know telling me, oh, you're getting fat. Oh, you look too round. Oh, you're this. And when they when they say certain things to you, you're just like, do you not have any filters? Or the worst part is, this is my personality, Felicia.
Yeah,
I would just, in the back of my mind, I would just say to myself, maybe you should look in the mirror yourself first before you make that comment to somebody else. Girl, a lot of people who knew me very well knows that and I don't usually share a lot of my personal lives, but I find that certain times or certain topics, you kind of have to share it. Yeah. And I'm not going to go into detail, but I was in a very tumultuous relationship. And it took on and off 4.5 years to finally say goodbye to that relationship. But that relationship literally destroyed me physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And it's probably one of those relationships that will leave a scar for the rest of my life. And when we talk about impacts in lives, I gotta say, bless those little angels. They brought me back to life. Outside of my mother, it was them. They knew I was so broken. Aww. And their parents too. They knew. I'm not one to talk about my private lives openly to anyone, but they knew I was going through a hard time. Yeah, there was something. Well, thank you for even giving me a shout out for my book. I have my book here today. Look at this book. Sunny Girl's Dream World was actually approached to me during a time, see everything tied together. During that darkest period of my life, what I have mentioned, this opportunity came. I think universe works in a very mysterious way. And the publisher came to me to see, since knowing that my background was in music, and I've also been in bands, singing and dancing in the past in US, they thought that if I would be able to come up with something that's fun for students to learn English in Taiwan.